Hi everybody, this is Bogus Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman Who Laughs figure. So before we take a look at the Batman Who Laughs, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with the base that most of the DC Multiverse figures come with, and you can port it into either foot. And he's a pretty stable figure, so you really don't need this, but for certain poses you do. So he comes with that. He comes with the Build-A-Figure, or Build-A-Vehicle, not Build-A-Figure. He comes with the Build-A-Vehicle piece for the Batmobile. And this is still an odd concept to me, because as you can tell, this is not going to fit a figure in it at all. It's more like a, it's more like a replica, I guess, a miniature. So, that is an odd concept, but I do intend on completing it sometime. He comes with his data file, and the data file on the back. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause that right now. And he also comes with two weapons. He comes with this sickle, and it looks really good. It's got some sculpt detail, the wrapping to the handle right there, and it's got a little bit of a wash over it. And the blade itself is done in a silver color and has a wash of brown over it, making it look kind of rusty and all nasty looking. Then he also comes with this really big knife, and it's done in the same colors. The handle is too. I do feel like the handle should have been just a little bit longer. Maybe more so on this one. I feel like the handle should have been just a little longer. But yeah, both of them look really good. This one also has some scratches in the blade. So let's go ahead and put the accessories into his hands. Also, I wanted to say I'm trying a new lighting setup here. So hopefully things look better on it than my previous lighting setup. I'm still trying it out, so it'll probably change in my next video. So, there he is with both of the weapons in his hands. And I think they look pretty good, but like I said, I feel like the handle on the sickle thing should be just a little longer. So now, let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt for the Batman Who Laughs. So, McFarlane did an amazing job on this head sculpt. It looks really, really good. You get the bat ears with the spikes that are attached around the cowl right there. It's done in the same thing. It kind of looks like rusty metal. It's silver with that wash of brown over it. And it looks really good. You get that Joker smile right there. And the rotted teeth. The teeth look really good. Well, they look bad, but also really good. They're done in a brown color, and they have a wash of like either a dark brown or a black color. And it looks really good. The teeth just look really nasty. And then you have some black painted in there for the rest of his mouth. And like I said, the smile is painted on there really nicely. And then you get a little bit of pink outlining his smile right there. So yeah, this head sculpt is amazing. It makes me really want a new 52 Joker from McFarlane Toys. Since they're doing a lot of Batman figures, I figure there's a good chance that we'll get that. But yeah, I really want to see McFarlane's take on the new 52 Joker figure. So for his, I don't know if you'd consider it trench coat or coat. I'm just going to say coat. For his coat, it's just cast in black. But it has some really nice sculpt detail to it. All the staples around the collar and the shoulder pads on it look really nice. They're painted in silver, and they're even painted on the back right here. You get a whole bunch of straps on his torso right here, with the buckles also painted in silver. Most of this figure is just cast in black, but it has a little bit of paint detail to it. And the torso is soft rubber. It has the same type of torso that the new Arkham Asylum Joker has. Then you get some more straps for the wrist right here. Or for the forearm, I should say. That go down to the wrist that look the same way as these. They have the silver painted on them. And his hands are done in an all-white color. And they're very bright, and they kind of blend in with each other. I wish they would have done like some sort of a wash over them. Like a black wash or something. And his fingernails definitely should have been painted. From everything I've seen on the Batman Who Laughs, he has really long... They're more like claws. They're not fingernails. They're more like claws. So yeah, it would have been nice if they would have painted them on or just given him some claws. That would have looked really nice. But his hands are done in just an all-white color, and it kind of all blends in. And the back of his coat here is tattered and shredded, and that sculpt too, it looks really nice. You get a little bit of paint detail. You get some light gray painted on the bottom here where it's tattered. It's more of like a dry brushing. Yeah, a dry brushing of gray down here where it's tattered and shredded. And it looks really nice. I think they also should have added some brown to it to make it look just a little dirty. But yeah, it's sculpted really nicely right here. And here are his pants. They're done in that black color, but they get that that same color of gray. They did a dry brush of gray over top of his pants. And it looks pretty good. It brings out all the details really nicely. And then you get his boots, and they also have that same color painted over top of them. And then you get the boots down here. I feel like his toes look like they're kind of curled up. I wish they could flatten out just a little bit, because they always look like they're angled up like that. But then you get another strap and buckle down here on his boots. And he also has soles sculpted on his boots. So now, let's go ahead and go over his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head and neck that can look back all the way. He can look down all the way. The collar doesn't hinder that. His head moves side to side, and you also get some pretty good tilt in there. And as you can see, I am bending the ears just a little bit. But they're very soft, so they'll go right back into place, as you can see. He has ball-jointed shoulders that can move out all the way. He has butterfly joints that can move back and forth, and up and down, and all around. He has some really good articulation there. He has swiveled the bicep, double-jointed elbows that can bend all the way in. You can get him doing that, whatever that is. He has those universal ball-jointed wrists that can move up and down, and side to side, and all around, like that. He has this joint up in here, like the 1000 Toys Hellboy and the Arkham Asylum Joker, that can move back all the way. That kind of looks like he has a broken spine. But I do like how the rubber looks when you do bend it back, because it almost looks like the way real fabric would lay if you bent back that far. He can crunch forward all the way, but it does hinder it, this rubber shell right here. It does hinder it just a little bit, because if it would bend in just a little bit more, you could get him moving down just a little bit. And he swivels side to side, but as you can hear, it makes that clicking noise. It doesn't have any side to side this way, like the Arkham Asylum Joker did, but it does have a very clicky waist joint. He has ball-jointed hips that can only move out this far. I never get the figures into the pose, but I wish he could have done a split. He has swiveled the thigh that can move out more than it can move in. The crotch piece here is a harder type plastic, so you won't get it moving in. If it was soft, you could probably get it moving in. But it can move out that far. So, yeah, it does have some pretty good articulation in the hips, better than some of the figures. I still say the first Batman, though, has the best hip articulation. He has double-jointed knees that can bend that far. The coat doesn't hinder that. You can get him doing that. He has ball-jointed, those universal ball-jointed ankles that can move up all the way, down all the way, side to side, and then you can spin it however you want. And he has toe articulation that can move up all the way. But like I said, I feel like his toes were already pointed up anyway, so I really don't see why we needed a toe joint like that, because that's how they look normally. They're always kind of angled up like that. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to the DC Multiverse Batman figure, and they stand at just about the same height. If his head wasn't cocked, they'd probably be about the same size. There he is next to Superman. And finally, there he is next to the DC Collectibles Joker figure. And they scale really well together. I know a lot of people complain about this scale, but I think the DC Collectibles and these DC Multiverse figures scale really well together. So overall, I would highly recommend this Batman Who Laughs figure. I have waited for one for such a long time, and this figure delivers. I just wish he would have had some more weapons. He does use a variety of different weapons in the comics. We will be getting his crows, or one. I'm not sure if it's going to be a multi-pack or not, but we will be getting them later. Some info of that leaked, and some other info leaked that said we're getting the rest of the Nightmare Batman, which I am really excited about. So yeah, I would highly recommend this Batman Who Laughs figure. He is amazing. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.